everybody, and welcome back to the Adventures in Collecting YouTube channel, where we take a closer look at the toys we talk about on the show. And today we are diving into a new realm, a new dimension even, as we take a look at Bandai America's Game Dimensions Tekken 8 King. So akin to their anime heroes, their Dragon Stars, this is their Game Dimensions line, which has started with characters from the Tekken universe, and I am super excited that our friends at Bandai sent along King here for us to take a look at. While admittedly I am not a big Tekken player, from a modern standpoint, I used to love this game. King was my guy. I just always loved the absolutely bananas design of King, of course with the amazing leopard head there. I always loved this character. King to me felt something more like a Kinnikuman or muscle type character that like crossed between superhero and pro wrestler and fighter, but really cool. Quick look at the packaging here. So we have the really cool fight screen effect there. We have a power effect, and we have some swappable hands on King. On the back, we get some awesome screenshots of King from Tekken 8. And then what's really cool here is shout to Bandai for showing you how to recycle your packaging. It's just so good. Break it down. Give a little bit back to the environment. Anyway, let's get King into the lightbox here and take a closer look at the Bandai America Game Dimensions Tekken 8 King. Let's fight! Well, folks, there you have it. There is King out of the package. This is a very gorgeous figure. Especially the print and the deco on his head is excellent. There's some really great texture there. The details, even down to the eyes, the paint on the inside of the mouth. Very good figure. We've got deco all throughout. As this is kind of a new figure for a lot of people, let's just quickly go over the type of articulation that we have here. I like to think of these anime heroes, or in this case Game Dimensions figures, as kind of SH Figure Arts light. So missing are things like butterfly joints, but present are bicep swivels, double jointed elbows, your standard ball and peg shoulder sockets. There is some extra movement in there. There is an extra, it's kind of hard to, I don't know if you can see it. There we go, see it that way. There is sort of a second barbell in there that gives you a little bit of extra movement, not a full butterfly by any means. There is quite a gap. Now, I'm gonna try, this works on most of these. Yep. Kind of like if you're familiar with the Jazzwares figures, or even, an SH Figure Arts figure to that matter, you do have a barbell that goes into the waist here. There's almost a double click. Let's see if you can hear it. So you can pull out his abdomen a little bit to give him a little bit of an extra crunch. He does have, as you can see, a very visible ab crunch there. And then he does actually have drop down hips as well, which is nice. So, lots and lots of movement there. Not a whole lot in the way of swivel on the ankle. There is a little bit there, but not as much as you're kind of used to. He can do the full splits. He's got a tail that swivels around. And the head, because of the way that it's designed, it is a little encumbered, but you do get a decent amount of movement back, forward, left, right, and of course, turning. So as you saw, some pretty cool accessories. You get swappable hands. I love the fist, the like motion, power punch action there. Really, really cool. And then of course, the fun little fight logo with stand. So very cool, translucent plastic there. Now the big question, how does he scale? So I figured the most important thing would be to kind of show him next to, say, a Jada Street Fighter figure. So King should be taller, should be a more monstrously sized figure in this kind of 6-inch realm. So I think that actually scales pretty well. He's probably a little on the tall side, but I think, in terms of toe-to-toe with somebody like Ken from Street Fighter, I think it works really well. I will say, he is a little on the floppier side, but by no means did I have any difficulty posing him, getting him to balance. My turntable is not a very smooth turn, and I was able to get him standing on each leg, one leg, on the turntable in 2 different poses without any issues. So, definitely a sturdy figure. He holds his pose very well. This is the 3rd figure in the Tekken series so far, so I'm really excited based on this figure to see where else they go. I mean, there's some really, really cool, figure designs or character designs from Tekken. I missed out on the Storm Collectibles version of King a few years ago, and this is great. He scales with other 112 stuff, and is a much more approachable figure in terms of cost out there. So this will run you in that $20 to $25 range, depending on which retailer you find him at. If you are in the New York, New Jersey area, definitely check out the Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles America store, because they have him in stock right there, along with the other Tekken figures and a slew of other Bandai and Tamashii Nations releases. So that's King for you. What we'll do is we'll put a link to where you can find him in the video description below. While you're down there, let us know, who else do you want to see from Tekken? Who are your big wants? While you're liking and or while you're leaving us a comment, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss it when we post new videos. While you're liking and subscribing to things, make sure you follow us here at AIC_podcast on Instagram, X, TikTok, all the places where we're constantly posting toy news, deals, availability, anything and everything that we think would help out the community. And then, of course, the podcast. So Adventures in Collecting, you can find us wherever you find podcasts. Simply search for Adventures in Collecting or hit that link in the description below, which will take you to our website, and you can find links to all of the things that I just mentioned. And as always, game on. Until next time.